So we need to be recovered from or restored from or transformed from the lingering domination, control of ourself and broken places that are in our lives. We need that kind of recovery. Now, here's the beautiful thing. When you become an active worshiper of God, He begins to do all of these things in your life. I want you to hear that. When you create an atmosphere and a habit pattern of connecting with God and serving God, that's what worship is, right? It's all it is. Connecting with God and serving God. When you have that as a real part of your life, these things are going to happen to you. Take a look at this verse. You're familiar with it. The Lord is my shepherd. We know that's how this starts, 23rd Psalm. Now notice what the shepherd does. He makes me to do what? Lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters of the quiet waters. He refreshes, or I like a better word here, as an old translation gives it, He restores. It's, I think, the more appropriate translation of that, a Hebrew word. He restores my soul. He guides me along the right path for His namesake. Now, here's the principle. This says when you lie down in green pastures, that means that you're opening your life to the Word of God. Right now, what's happened to you is what you came to do this weekend by being a part of church service, as you came to some pastures to feed, right? That's what you're being fed tonight, right? Agreed, right? This is being fed. This is what it's all about, okay? So hopefully you're in the green pastures. You're like a little sheep. You're just eating tonight. You're just receiving. But that's not the only time you receive. You receive by opening up the Word of God every day of your life, feeding from it. And so that is a part that's connecting with God. So when you go to the green pastures, you are doing what? You are worshiping, okay? He leads me beside quiet waters. So when you and I come together in the presence of God, or we kneel down in prayer, we have our personal times with God, that we're going by the quiet waters of His Spirit to drink in something that does a work inside of us. And what is that work? He refreshes or He restores our soul, and He guides us along right paths for His name's sake. So what I want you to see is that worship creates an atmosphere of restoration in your life.